Welcome, one and all, to Scotch and Smoke Rings episode 390. We are 10 weeks away from airing the 400th episode of this program. My goodness, that time, it does fly. Good to have you all on the broadcast today. I know that there's a whole lot you could be doing. You could be watching the protests going on in Washington, D.C., all of the people breaking windows and rioting outside of hotels, the cops and the pepper spray, and the preachers on megaphones. But hey, as fun as that is, I do humbly throw my cap into the ring as an alternative source of late-night broadcasting entertainment on the internet. And I'm glad that so many of you have decided to join me today instead of watching all of that. I am monitoring the general channel on my Discord server, as well as the YouTube and Twitch chats. So I have all of your comments in mind. I can't respond to all of you just ahead of time. If I don't respond to your question, it doesn't mean I hate you personally. It just means that I only have two eyes and one mouth, and there is a limit. So, just saying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show for you today. And by I do mean myself. We will be playing some Fallout 4. Let me tell you where we left off. So, the last time you joined me, last week, we played Fallout 4 and tried to do a few quests, but my character is really crunchy right now. So, she died a lot. She died a lot during my broadcast last week. So this week, I'm going to be doing some lower level stuff. We'll be trying to do a little bit of leveling to try and get this character up a little bit before we go on to hunt down Nick Valentine. That's right, we're at the part of the game where I need to go find Nick Valentine, but there's no way I'm going into Vault 114 without this character having a few more levels, because this is a stealth character. If I had power armor, if I could get into a suit of power armor, and that would be one thing. But I'm really trying to do a stealthy build with this guy. So, we're going to try and level up a little bit. Greg says, will you be eating curds and whey tonight? Whey, right, that was my strange pronunciation. Well, no, but I may also play Overwatch tonight. No promises. Don't stick around just for that. But once we finish with Fallout 4... if I'm feeling it, we may play a little bit of Overwatch. Because I feel bad. We used to play Overwatch every time on this program. And now the fans, the viewers want to watch Fallout 4. And there are many more of you wanting Fallout 4 than those of you wanting to play Overwatch. So I am trying to appease the fans. Plus, I do really enjoy playing Fallout 4. So that's what I'm doing for the live broadcast. But then there are those of you who want to join me in a quick game of Overwatch, and I'd hate to let you all down. So if I'm feeling it after the broadcast tonight, we may play a little bit of Overwatch. So stay tuned for that. Mr. Chiprocker says, hey, I just subscribed yesterday and I love your Fallout videos. Thank you for subscribing, and I'm glad you're on the program today. Thank you so much. Oxhorn, have you found any mods that you recommend? Asks Donder Drag. Yes. There's a link in the description of every video I've ever published to a document where I have carefully listed and categorized all of the mods that I either use myself or I have used in the past or otherwise endorsed. So, I'm glad you asked, but that is something that I have had online for quite some time. So just check out the comments, or check out the description of any one of my videos to find a link to that. Now, I just got this in the mail. I just purchased a new box of Principes Bellicoso. I believe it's pronounced Principes. Italian. But, I love the packaging of cigars. I tell you what, cigars really know packaging. One of the reasons I even like cigars is because they're packaged so well. The lid slides off, revealing this leaf-like paper. It almost looks like it's a wax paper with a spiderweb imprint on there. Let's see if I can angle it a little bit so that you can see the texture. That's an amazing texture. And then, I've got a brand new type of cigar today. Now, most of you who attend my program, you notice, or you recall, that I really enjoy smoking the La Aurora y Leon Cameroons. And I do. But the shop that I usually get my cigars from was out. They said that they didn't know when they were going to get a new shipment. So, I tried something new, and I've tried a few of these, and they're all right. I don't know if I'd say that they're quite as good as the La Aurora y Leons. They're still really nice. My wife can tell the difference, though. She's not particularly fond of the aroma of cigars, so to say. She knows when I'm smoking them down here in my office. She's not particularly fond. But she has such a sensitive sense of smell that she knew that I switched brands. She got back from the grocery store today and she says, Brandon, are you trying a different brand of cigar? And I'm like, blown away. Because I don't have a sensitive sense of smell like that. I don't know anyone who does, but my wife, the mutant that she is, can detect the subtle differences even in the type of cigar that I'm smoking. And I'm like, why, yes, I did. And I told her all about it. She pretended to be interested because she loves me. Speaking of my lovely wife, she made an awesome dinner of I almost said Brahmin. A lovely dinner of Brahmin, ladies and gentlemen. No. Of ramen. I would love some Brahmin ramen. Oh! Fallout 5 has got to have Brahmin ramen. That has to be a thing now. We've invented it on this broadcast. Someone has got to go to Todd Howard and say, look, Fallout 5, Brahmin ramen. It's got to be done. Anyway, I was having ramen, and she made me this beautiful ramen. She made it. She got a recipe from one of her Xbox friends, and she hand plucked the chicken, and she boiled the ramen, and she put the eggs in there, and it had such wonderful broth. I'm spoiled, is basically what I'm saying. And now I'm really hungry for some Brahmin ramen. As wonderful as they look. Anyway, so moving on to lighting the cigar. So I just cut the cigar. Oh, I forgot to show off its torpedo shape. It had a torpedo shape. It no longer does. It now has a decapitated shape. But that's okay, because the goal of this is to set it on fire. I'll show you the band. It's got like a medieval shield with a knight in full armor on a horse. And it says Principes. I don't know if you can see it. You see the knight on the horse there? Yeah. So that's the band. Greg says, to be fair, Oxhorn, females are more sensitive to smell than males are. Hashtag Brahmin ramen. Someone's has got to make a mod now. I know that we have a lot of modders in the Oxhorn community. I see you guys talking all the time on Discord. Someone has got, a very clever modder has got to sit down and make some Brahmin ramen. I would use it. I would totally use it. Is that a vape? Says Shane Jordan. I just set the thing on fire. Fire. Like flames. Is that a vape? Fire. It's glowing. Sometimes I despair for the world. Where would you like Fallout 5 to be located? Says Kyler Sugars. I don't know, but I'm gonna give you a bit of a sneak peek. So, if you watched my video today, you know that I did a video on the Parsons State Insane Asylum. And one of the cool things about the Parsons State Insane Asylum is it's part of the Cabot House line of quests. Now, finished my video on the Cabot House line of quests, which I'm uploading right now. Actually, I just finished uploading. So it's ready for you all, and I'm going to schedule to publish it tomorrow. But a sneak peek is that hidden in one of Jake Cabot's dialogue options, you go through the entire line of quests, and then you ask him, so, now that major plot event is over, what are your plans now? And he goes, you know, my father theorized that there was an ancient alien city buried in the Mojave Desert. Maybe I'll go there. And then he walks away. And I'm like, foreshadowing? Could that be foreshadowing for Fallout 5? Or at least maybe some DLC? Maybe Fallout 5 will be set in the Mojave Desert, ladies and gentlemen. And we will be able to explore an ancient city founded by Zetans. Or some other alien race possibly related to Zetans. Oh no! Munch53 says, you will see some Brahmin ramen soon. Great. It's exactly what the world needs. We were already in the Mojave, though, says the nerd girl. Yes, maybe, but... I mean, not Bethesda. That was Obsidian. Maybe Bethesda, in their wisdom or arrogance, will sit here and say, we need to do Fallout right in Nevada. So we're going to set Fallout 5 in the Mojave Desert. Unless they're referring to something from New Vegas. Now, I played New Vegas, but I promise... Well, I didn't go through everything. I haven't gone through New Vegas as extensively as I have gone through Fallout 4. So maybe all of you watching right now can tell me, was there anything to do with... anything major to do with aliens and alien cities in New Vegas? Because if so, that changes my video. In the video, I theorized that that might be some sort of DLC, but if it's actually a reference to New Vegas, then that means I have some work ahead of me tonight, because I have to redo my video. Let me know in the comments. Are Zetans the only alien race in Fallout? They're the only ones I'm familiar with, but I would assume not. If there's one alien race in Fallout, surely there are more. It should be in the South, and the plotline should be some people want ghouls and mutants to be slaves to help rebuild the South, and another faction wants to see them as equals. Your opinions? Well, I think that would hit too close to home for many people. We kind of already did that with the whole railroad thing, right? We've had our fill of conversations about slavery and equal rights with the whole railroad plotline in Fallout 4. I think if they were to revisit that with another group of oppressed people, I'd be like, really? Really, guys? Again? So probably not. Oxhorn, where's your Scotch, man? Says Jaden George. Oh, man, how could I forget the Scotch? All right. I came prepared. I've got a glass of ice. But it has begun to melt, so let's drink this down. Ah, now the water is gone. We will not dilute our Scotch too much. Ooh, hold on. That's the $60 sound right there. Hold on, here we go. Let me try that again. It wasn't quite as... Slightly disappointing. All right. Today we are drinking some Old Pulteney. I bought this a few weeks ago, and I've been taking my good, sweet time with it. So we are still on our Old Pulteney, aged 12 years. It's been a good bottle for us. that far and no farther. K. Vile says, I'm high on cough medicine, so I can't partake of scotch with you tonight. Well, that is sad. I'm sorry to hear about your condition. But know that while you're enjoying your cough medicine, I will be enjoying scotch. And maybe next week, we can raise our glasses together. Cheers. New Vegas has always been canon. Bethesda published New Vegas and made multiple references to it in Fallout 4, says Real Beta. It's absolutely true. Bethesda has made references to many of the Fallouts, including Fallout Tactics. Now, it was a tiny reference. It was a reference made inside the Prydwen to the fleet of Zeppelins that crashed near Chicago, which happened in Fallout Tactics. But, I mean, they did make a reference to that. So does that mean that Tactics is canon? I'm not sure. China would be interesting to see how it was affected. Says Kyle, yeah, but I think, and another viewer made this comment on a previous broadcast, and I agree with it, I think that it would probably be best as a DLC, because one of the charming things about the Fallout universe is that they revisit 50s Americana, or at least how the world was supposed to evolve according to the imagination of people who lived in the 50s in America. Now, the 50s in China was a very different place. Probably not a place that many people would want to revisit. So, yeah, I mean, they wouldn't have the same architecture, the same cars. It would be just it wouldn't feel like a Fallout game, is what I'm trying to say, right? If they were to put it in any other culture, it just wouldn't feel like a Fallout game. What would be interesting is maybe London, because theirs was very similar, although distinct, to 1950s Americana. So, I don't know. I'd still love to visit it. I agree with you. I'd love to visit China in one of the Fallout games, but it shouldn't be the focus of the game. Oxhorn fan says, hey Ox, how do you feel about Fallout 4 weapon mods? That depends. Are you talking about in-game mods that you can use to upgrade your weapons? Or are you talking about downloading third-party external mods that give you new weapons that the developers didn't intend for you to use? Because that's two different things. I don't have strong opinions either way. I think that the modding system for Fallout 4 is good. I know that there were many people who say that they miss the repair system from Fallout 3 in Vegas and the ammunition crafting system from Vegas. I don't miss either of those two things at all. I much prefer the Fallout 4 modding system for weapons. The repairing system for weapons in Fallout 3 in Vegas, not the end of the world, but it does mean that every single unique weapon that you have has a lifespan. And it also doesn't reflect reality. If you take good care of your weapons in real life, they could last forever. I mean, my grandfather is a gun aficionado, I should say. He's a collector, and he actually repairs weapons and will sometimes make his own using parts from other guns. And he has a collection of weapons that he has kept his entire life, before I was born, before my father was born, and he'll take them out to the range, and they work just as good as new. Even though they have been shot a lot. So repairing weapons is fine, but the durability goes down in Fallout 3 and Fallout in Vegas until they can't be repaired again, which I think is unrealistic. Now, the ammunition crafting system from Fallout Vegas, I think it had the potential to be really interesting, but I never even used it. I don't know much about it because when I played New Vegas, ammunition dropped like raindrops. Like I never ran out of ammunition. I could find it anywhere I needed it. So I was never forced to craft my own ammunition. Now, Bethesda did try to reintroduce that into the game with Contraptions Workshop because there are some ammunition mills that you can build with Contraptions Workshop to generate some ammunition. And the problem with that is that you can't generate all ammunition. You can only generate some of the lower level weapon ammunitions. Like you can't make plasma ammunition, laser cells for laser rifles. You can't make any of the ammunition for the DLCs, for the guns that came with the DLCs, or the Gauss rifle ammunition, the 2EC, whatever it's called. So it's kind of like, what's the point? But as for upgrading weapons using mods, I think that's probably a better way to deal with working on weapons in Fallout 4. It requires a perk, and it's a lot of fun. Thomas says, do you think Fallout and Skyrim are connected? No. I realize there are some fan myths, fan theories out there that try to connect them, but I do not think that they're connected because, number one, Fallout takes place on Earth, but in an alternate timeline. There's a divergence of timelines in like the 50s, early 60s, where our world goes one way and the Fallout world goes another way. But it still takes place in our world. Skyrim takes place in a different world. 2 moons. That's the problem. 2 moons. I mean, I suppose it took place in the far distant past, and one of the second moons crashed on Earth. Maybe that was the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs? Maybe. Do you know the taste of 30-year-old Scotch, Ox? I don't drink it on a regular basis, because 30-year-old Scotch is not cheap. But I do know the flavor. I know the flavor of 50-year-old Scotch. My brother, for my bachelor party, bought me a couple shots of 50-year-old Scotch. The Scotch had already been aged when it was bottled, and then the bottle has been around since like the 60s or something like that. And it was smooth. Scotch gets better with age. And then I also got to smoke a 50-year-old cigar. Cigars, if taken care of, also get better with age. That was all thanks to my brother. He spoiled me on my bachelor party. For his bachelor party, I took him on a yacht. So I tried to repay him in kind. And they went on a nice tour. I took him on a nice tour of Lake Washington and then into Lake Union. It was a lot of fun. Is Fallout 4 a legit RPG, says Dusty. That's an interesting question, because it does have all of the classic RPG elements. Well, so there's a problem here, because it could never be as flexible as a board and dice RPG. In those RPGs, you have almost unlimited freedom, aside from what the game master restricts you by. I remember playing Dungeons and Dragons with my brother and his friends, and I would come up with some of the craziest, silliest things to do. And you can't do that in a video game. In a video game, the game developer is basically the dungeon master, or the game master, and his restrictions are very strict. Now, in typical RPGs, and in many of the past Fallouts, you had much greater freedom on your choices. The whole karma system from Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas is missing in Fallout 4. which simplifies the game. Fallout 4 is a much more it's an easier game to get into because of that, and the ramifications of your choices are less disastrous, less character altering. So on one hand, that makes the game easier to play, but on the other hand, it does limit your choices. It means that the choices you make have less freedom. Like I remember when you would play New Vegas or 3, you would steal something, and even if you weren't caught, your karma would go down. In Fallout 4, as long as you're hidden, you can steal whatever you want, and there's no ramifications for that. And that's a little bit of a bummer. And then, in Fallout 4, there are also moments when your character would do and say things that you might not have ever done. Like when I was doing the Cabot House line of quests, there was a moment when my character just started talking. And I didn't do anything. I was sitting there listening to a conversation. Then they addressed my character, and my character started talking. And I'm like, wait, I haven't issued a command yet. I haven't made a choice. Is this really my character? So there are limits, I think, on how much of a role-playing game we can say it is. That said, it still has so many classical elements of a role-playing game that it would be too much of a stretch to say that it's not an RPG. So it's really up to your preference. I still think that it's enough of an RPG to be considered an RPG in my mind. Hey, Oxhorn, what weapon would you recommend for an Adam Katz build? Well, that's an interesting question. I don't know what weapon Zeke uses. I forget. Someone will have to rewatch my video on the Adam Katz to see what weapon it was that Zeke pulled out when he defended the Adam Katz garage from the gunner attack. Honestly, I think any weapon would probably be okay with the Adam Katz. But they love their power armor, and I'm sure they'd probably love their big weapons as well. It's a westernized JRPG. That's what it is. It says random generator. I haven't played enough JRPGs to be able to know if that's true or not. Nub says a revolver. Twister says a baseball bat or a Tommy gun. A baseball bat or a tire iron would be good, because they're basically greasers, right? And they love their cars, so a tire iron would fit really well. A Tommy gun is more like a Triggerman build, like a gangster build. Adam Katz would use switchblades, says Adeptius. Yeah, I think melee weapons is probably what the Adam Katz would use. Baseball bats, tire irons, switchblades, stuff like that. Piner Zed says, I want to see that Psycho Chef build. We do have the VATS enhanced rolling pin. Tadwin says, also, if you don't meet the Minutemen and go to Vault 81, you get to tell the story about Preston and the Deathclaw. That's right. That's what was confusing to me. They assume that you always meet Preston. But in both my Institute and Brotherhood playthroughs, I completely skipped Concord and the Museum of Freedom. And yet when you go to Vault 81 and you stand in front of the class and the teacher says, hey, tell a story, the only story you're allowed to say is the story of helping your friend Preston from a Deathclaw, even though you've never met Preston. Funny thing is, I went back and got Preston just so that I could go back and record his reactions, and he has no reactions to that story. Even if he's a companion with you, he's in the room and he hears you tell the story, and if you say something like, oh, I saved him, he was such a weakling, he doesn't say anything. He has no response, and I thought that was such a missed opportunity. Gage Blazes says, Zeke uses a revolver at 2026 in your Adam Katz video. Okay. So a revolver it is. Will you play Mass Effect 4, says Joe Blow. I will play Mass Effect Andromeda. So it's not Mass Effect 4, it's not going to be the same kind of game that Mass Effect was. Mass Effect Andromeda is going to have an open world, and so I'm really excited to see what kind of game that's going to be. Yes, I will be playing it, and when it comes out, I'll be doing a lot of live streaming of Mass Effect Andromeda, so be ready for that. Can you steal the Atom Cat's armor without consequences if you don't get caught? Problem is both Duke and Johnny D walk around that area all the time. It's very hard to get it without getting caught. Holloway says mentats are useless in Fallout 4. Not so. They're very good for gaining experience. One of the reasons I collect all of the meat that drops and every chem that I find is because you can take them back to your cooking station or your chem station and combine them to make new chems and new meats. And that gives you experience every single time you do it. So I just finished a quest for another video that I'm working on. The Diamond City Blues quest. Remember in Diamond City? You steal the chems from that drug deal gone bad. I walked away with 60 of each type of chem, like jet, psycho, mentats. I'm going to go to my chemistry station and gain an entire level from crafting all of these chems together. So even if you don't use mentats, they still have a good purpose. Grab a bunch of chems, grab a bunch of meat, put on all of your high intelligence gear, use any chems that boost your intelligence, and then start cooking all your meat and crafting all your chems. You could gain an entire level just cooking and crafting stuff. I really like the Minutemen. I just wish they weren't essential to the story. I hear ya, but every faction is essential to the story. There's no way to complete the game without somehow touching every single faction. So I tried to completely avoid the Minutemen, and I was successful at doing so, except for when I'm going through the Institute line of quests, and I have to go to that one house to get that scientist. I had to see the Minutemen right outside. If you side with the Minutemen, they send you to the railroad to get the courser chip decoded or something like that. I forget what it was. They do interact with each other. And of course, to get any further in the game, you do have to visit the Institute. So if you visit the Institute and then you get banished from the Institute, you have to go to the Brotherhood of Steel or the Minutemen. The railroad won't be able to help you because you've already been banished. The way they have it set up is you pretty much have to visit every faction at least once. Are you going to play Fallout? Asks Alex. Yes, I will. I will be playing Fallout. But the way that we do this program is I talk with you, all of you. One of the reasons you guys like coming is because I talk with you during my broadcast. And so we'll have a nice chat over Scotch and a cigar, and then I will get into playing Fallout. So hang tight. We will play. Don't worry, video games. I will stay on topic. The Lol Nerd Girl says, I just miss all other speech checks. I don't want to have a high charisma character every single time. Yeah, for both my Brotherhood of Steel and Institute characters, neither of them had high intelligence. They each had 1 intelligence for the majority of the gameplay. So I got around it by using a lot of Day Tripper, and Grape Mentats. That's one of the nice things about Mentats. You can craft Grape Mentats, and Grape Mentats are excellent for low charisma characters. So I'll go to that vegetable stand close to Hangman's Alley. If you go out of Hangman's Alley and you go north, no, it's west along the road, as if you were walking to Vault 81. Just before you turn left on that road to walk towards Vault 81, you find a vegetable stand on the side of the road. And you can find a couple bottles of Day Tripper there reliably. They respawn really quickly. So if I'm ever low on Day Tripper, I just go there, grab a couple bottles of Day Tripper. That'll give me a boost of 3 charisma. Then go back to my chemistry station, make a bunch of grape mentats. That gives me an extra 5 charisma. So that's 8 charisma that I can get just with chems alone. Not including putting on some sunglasses or a charisma boosting costume, like a lab coat or something like that. No, not a lab coat. I think it's a suit. And the newsboy cap? I think the newsboy cap. Anyway, you can get 10 charisma really easily without having to spec into charisma at all. And that's what I do. I need high charisma for the videos that I do because some dialogue options are not open unless you have high charisma. And I really want to explore all the different outcomes for a quest, so I have to have high charisma to do what I do. So that's how I do it. I just take grape mentats and Day Tripper, and I can get through almost anything. Greg Hartung, God bless your dedication to this program. I realize that this all sounds like Greek to you. He doesn't play Fallout 4. Mentats, yes, mentats are a drug that gives you higher intelligence, which helps you level faster. I can't find Dance after blowing up the Pridwin on a railroad run. Have you seen this? Yeah, was he on the Pridwin? Might be dead. I know that if I did not complete Blind Betrayal and I go and destroy the Brotherhood of Steel, Paladin Dance fights me. Even if he was a companion, he shows up at the Boston airport and attacks me. You can see him attacking me in many of my videos. Like the last one I did on whether or not the railroad is good or evil. Towards the end, when I'm attacking the Boston airport, you see Paladin Dance jump down and start attacking me, and I have to kill him. But of course, if you complete Blind Betrayal and keep him as a companion, then he'll be at whichever settlement you sent him to. Or at Waypoint Bravo. Is that whatever that bunker is called? Theodore says, do you use a lot of Addictol? I do when I have it, but there's also a drink that you can make at a chemistry station called... Anyway, there's a drink that you can craft really cheaply that cures all addictions. I forget what it's called. Dirty... something. I forget what it's called. Anyway, that stuff is really cheap to make, and it cures addiction, so I use that all the time. You don't find it in the game. You can only craft it at a chemistry station. Or a cooking station, I believe. Dirty Wastelander, thank you. Thank you, Red Protocol. It's a Dirty Wastelander. Or Refreshing Beverage. It's one of those two. It's either Dirty Wastelander or Refreshing Beverage, and it cures all addictions. That's how I get through it. Gregoron says mentats. So it's essentially, if you're a man and you get tattoos, you get smarter in Fallout. Not mentats. Mentats. Not mantats. Oh. Yeah, no, it's kind of like what are those surprisingly strong mints? What are those things called? Like Tic Tacs. Mentats. Tic Tacs. Dirty waste Altoids, yeah. Altoids, Tic Tacs, Mentats. It makes sense. They're have 2 syllables. Munich 53 says dirty wastelander. Yes, it's not dirty in that way. It's like just like a Bloody Mary. It sounds like a really gross thing to drink, right? Until you realize it's made from vodka and tomato juice. And then you're like, oh, okay. It's just called a Bloody Mary. A dirty wastelander isn't like dirty. It's a dirty wastelander. Made with dirty water. It's hard to explain. You gotta play Fallout, man. Altoids, where the box is used for everything but mints, says Munich. That's their problem for packaging it in a surprisingly durable tin. The Altoids tin is useful. People will grab a tin of Altoids and then use the tin for coins and paper clips and all sorts of stuff. Will you do a video on the Eddie Winter quest, says Peter McGinn. And yes, I will. I absolutely will. Hang tight. That is coming. Ox, are you a filthy synth? Says Explosive Gaming. I may be. You never know. You can see that I'm a synth apologist, making all of these videos about how much I love synths. Because secretly I am one. This is why I don't take off my hat, ladies and gentlemen. You never know what kind of gears and gizmos are running around under there. Never trust an Oxhorn. Chicken Nugget says, how are you this fine day, Oxhorn? I just joined the stream. I'm doing well. Pleasure to have you in the program. Munich says, oh, Eddie Winter. That's an interesting story. I can't wait, you filthy synth. Yeah, it's an interesting story and a complicated one. I've been putting it off because I'm going to have to go through this long... First, you got to get Nick Valentine, then you got to get his affinity up, and it's a big investment to do that video. Then you got to go to 10 different police stations to pick up holotapes before you can finally get Eddie Winter. I'll do it. I will do it. It's just going to take some time. I'm still recovering from the Cabot House video. Guys, I think this is my first hour-long video. It took me 4 hours to just render and upload the thing. It's still processing on YouTube right now. It should be done in time for tomorrow morning, so never fear, you will get that video. But it's an hour long. I hope people will watch it, because it's an hour long. But I had to, because I do the complete story of X. And I can't do the complete story of the Cabot House without doing everything. And that quest line is complex. You got to go to the Insane Asylum, then you go to the Parsons Creamery, back to the Cabot House, and you got to go to Good Neighbor to find Imogene, talk to Magnolia, then you got to go to the Charlesview Amphitheater to touch with Brother Thomas and some religious fanatics, back to the Cabot House, then Insane Asylum again. It's just all over the place. So it's an hour-long video. I hope you guys like it. I will watch, says Thumbs of Anarchy. Good, good on you. 3 cheers to you, Thumbs of Anarchy. Ox, have you ever romanced a companion? It's a personal question. Don't you think? It's a very personal... Yes. Yes, if you watch my Kingsport Lighthouse, you see a little bit more in detail on the companions that my character has romanced. Oh my goodness. Demross says, I really love your longer vids. I normally just click on one of your videos while I'm at work, and then I listen to it while I'm at work or playing games. Awesome! That's a great way to go about it. I love it. Question, says Tempest. If synths are made based on father's DNA, and therefore your DNA, couldn't you test a person's DNA? Oh man, comments are flying off the screen. Couldn't you test a person's DNA for similarity to your DNA to tell if they are a synth? And yes, but, I mean, you would think so, but if you go through the blind betrayal line of quests, we learned that that's impossible. So, for example, when you join the Brotherhood of Steel, you go in for a checkup, they take your blood, and they have your DNA on record. You then find out later that the Brotherhood of Steel has DNA records of everyone in their ranks. One of the reasons that they are able to discover a synth is by matching the DNA record they have of that Brotherhood of Steel soldier with a DNA record that they obtain from the Institute. Now, they have your DNA record on file. You are the parent of the person from whom the Institute based the DNA genetic code of all of their synths. So you would think that if they were able to tie your DNA to all synths, they would have done so. In short, when they detect a synth using Institute data, you should have popped up, because you are the patriarch of all synth kind. Or matriarch. But they don't, which means they can't. Which means that the DNA signature of each and every synth is distinct enough from yours or any other synth. Which is hard to understand, but apparently that's how the Institute did it. Oxhorn, did you know you can tell who is a synth with the max pickpocket perk? Is that correct? If it is, then I did not know that. I have heard that, but I haven't tested it. Pickpocket is one of those perks that I haven't really used much in any of my gameplays, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying to level my assassin character, because I believe you have to spec into pickpocket with her, and that's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to that. How, says Techno Geek Girl. The idea behind it is that when you kill an enemy, you're able to loot everything off of their corpse. If you kill a synth enemy, you're able to loot the synth component. So the game makes a mistake when pickpocket is being used, because when you're picking the pocket of the synth, the game is basically giving you the same inventory they would give you if that NPC was dead. But the NPC is not dead, you're just pickpocketing it. And so you see the synth component, right? I'm not sure if it's true, I haven't tested it myself, but I have heard people say that that's the case. Have you gotten the man-to-man random encounter, Oxhorn, says Matthew Eichler. And yes, I have. One of the things I'm doing is I'm recording all of the random encounters that I get, and I'm saving the footage to eventually produce a big video of all of the random encounters in the game. But that's going to be a long time coming. I've been recording footage for a very long time, and I'm not even close to getting all of the random encounters. So stay tuned for that. User is found, says Oxhorn. How has life been? Forgive me if I'm intruding. You're not intruding. I can always say no. I won't answer that. Or I could just ignore your question. But I don't mind saying that life is great. Life is great. Can't complain. Life is wonderful. Keeping myself busy with work and trying not to pay attention to the news. That's what I'm doing right now. I just don't want to pay attention to the news. No news. No politics. Nothing. Just Fallout 4 and my family. That's all I want right now. Fallout 4 Oxhorn, please, says Nate. Okay. Well, I promised I would play Fallout 4, and I will play Fallout 4. But first, we have to do a smoke ship. Smoke ship, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do on Scotch and Smoke Rings. At the end of every broadcast, I create with nothing but your imagination and the smoke from my cigar a beautiful ship based upon your suggestions. So let me know in the chat what you would like to see. Is it a zeppelin? Is it a sailboat? What ship would you like to see today? Let me know and I'll do my very best. Pro tip, don't make it a paragraph, please. Please. Don't make it a long 15-page novel. And it does have to have a ship in it. Like, you just can't say, a chair! Do a smoke chair! I mean, I could, but it's not a ship, is it? Can we have some smoke rings, says Gary Smith? All right. C. Griffin says, do a relationship. Leave it to my viewers. A sailboat, a pretty lady, a smoke chair on a boat, the Titanic, a zeppelin, the Pridwin, Hindenburg, an aircraft carrier, a Viking longship, an alien star cruiser with Gatling lasers. Can you do a sheep? I'm going to get triggered here in a minute. A star destroyer, a flying smoke chair with sails, a large galleon with a lawn chair, and a platter for a feast with a stuffed pig, mashed potatoes, and honeyed ham, and pumpkin bread. Wow, that is very specific. It sounds delicious. The USS Constitution, Old Peg the Ghoul Whale rising from the great blue depths of the Fallout Sea, says Random Generation. Old Peg the Ghoul Whale? What is Old Peg the Ghoul Whale? A piñata. No, the Pinta. Isn't like the Pinta, Santa Maria, Menina. Rogue One. The ship of the imagination from Cosmos? What? Oh, man. Oh. I just had a mental image. Oh, alright. The ship of the imagination from Cosmos. Alright. I don't know why that's tickling. Derivat City! a Carillion Corvette, an Olympic racing boat, the Cowbell ship, a tub of boiling walrus grease, a yellow submarine, and simply a boat. The Red October submarine. Alright, I'm going to do a combination. I'm going to do the Red October submarine. I'm going to combine 3 of your smoke ships. The Red October, that is yellow, a yellow submarine, that is flying. So a flying yellow Red October submarine. How about that? You guys ready? That's right. You will be able to detect the color of this ship with my smoke. That's how good I am, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to have wings. It flies. Ready? I hope you're ready. Here we go. Pay attention. Don't blink. Wow! Woo! Did you see it? It was brief, I know. This is the fleeting nature of smoke. But for the briefest of moments before your very eyes was a flying Red October submarine painted yellow. I know. I amaze even myself, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say? It's a gift. I would share it with mankind if I could, but sadly I can only share it in the form that you see now. A live broadcast. Mega Glow says, amazing, but it was orange. Details, man. Details. Half the chat is thrilled. The other half is very disappointed. I love it. All right. Time for some Fallout 4. How about that? Okay. Hold on a second. I gotta wait for my game to load up here. Whoops. Please don't crash on me. There we go. Alright, so you guys helped me create the character Haley, who is my railroad sneaky assassin character. I'm gonna shut off my background music. There we go. Okay, let's turn on the in-game music. Music up. Sound effects in the middle. Let's turn voice down a bit. That'll make for a better broadcast, I think. All right, where am I? Oh. Yeah, I don't want to go there. I'm going to die. So let's see. Basically what I did while you guys were gone is I went and got Big Jim. Everyone kept telling me to get Big Jim, 20% chance to cripple the target's leg. But look at the damage. It does 20 damage, and the speed is medium. Whereas my Rockville Slugger gets 40% less action point cost with a damage of 32. So it's essentially a medium speed weapon with a slow speed damage. The only drawback is it does not have a chance to cripple the target's legs, which I'm not terribly... That doesn't bother me. But see, I'm being stealthy. See, I'm sneaking. Super sneaky. I got criticism for not being sneaky enough. So here I am. I'm being sneaky. Alright, let's stop being sneaky for a little bit. What's up here? I see a tent. Oh, it's the Rad's Lady. Yeah, I want to stay clear of the Rad's Lady. You guys should let me know if there's something you want me to do. Because I'm aimless right now. I'm just wandering around. So this is something I want to do a video on. I'm not sure if I should. The Cholet Propane Fuel Company. What's the history of the Cholet Propane Fuel Company? This is the only building that they have in the game, and it's not much of a building. This is their big tank. This is their big propane tank. It's a pre-war company. And then... Loctite. Can't get that. It's too tough. And that's it, right? A bed to sleep in. Cooking station. Oh. Alright, I'm going to get some experience here. Oh, yes. Give me all that experience. Can I do soups? Nope. Beverage? Nope. Oh! Oh, what? What is this? Get off of me. If an attack dog is near, that means a raider is near. Die, Raider scum! There we go. Much better. Sweet. Well, that person just attacked me out of nowhere. And now I can roast up that dog meat. Mutton chops. Use your gun. This is my stealthy assassin character. Alright, what's that trailer over there? I see a trailer and a rocket. Is this Fiddler Green that I'm coming upon? No, I'm not far enough south for that, am I? I should probably have slept up there. Oh, do I have any? Yeah, I do. All right. Let's go kill some ghouls. At least I believe there are ghouls up here. Fiddler Green. Alright, let's see if I can go into each trailer and kill only the ghouls in that trailer without waking the others. Do you think it's possible? My stealth is admittedly very low. Get the alien blaster? I can't do that till I'm like level 25. How am I detected? Who's detecting me? Bam! Right in the kisser. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Man, why does it a glowing one? I don't want this. Abort! Abort! Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm done. I'm done, son. I'm done. Run. Keep running. Run away. Another glowing one at my level. Oh, no, no, no. Are they on me? You keep running. Run away. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take any glowing one. Right, glowing. I got it all. Are they following me? Yeah, they're following me. Oh, run away, keep running. Well, that was a bad idea. Who came up with that idea? Not me. That was bad. Whew. All right. Okay, so let's do something else. That sounds good. What difficulty is this on? It is on very hard. Not survival. I've learned my lesson. I don't like survival. Too hard. This is very hard. Oh, what's this? Are those... Tell me I have something with a scope. Whoop. Stash, Lexa, and Simon. Why do I not have memory of this? I can always save. Are they... Let's find out if they're friendly. Yeah, hi. Hi, Stash.
Excuse me. You look like you could use a little pick-me-up. Am I right?
Okay, Chem Merchant. Sure.
Who are you? I'm Stash, your friendly traveling chemist dealer. I don't mind the crew. They're just overrepresented.
All right, yeah.
Stash? How'd you get that name? Parents on chems. But hey, it suits me. So, what'll it be?
Parents on chems. I should turn the volume up, huh?
Let's see what you got. Exactly what you
Okay, good stuff.
Hi.
Back off.
Back off, she says.
Hi.
Hope you're packing caps.
What are you guys doing out here?
Working. Gotta earn those caps, right? Jet don't pay for itself.
Good point. Okay, let's turn the volume up. Because you can't hear a thing. Could I take a Mirelurk? Not at this level, ladies and gentlemen, not at this level. Let's just keep running around, huh? Oh, is this that water treatment plant down here? Yeah, I believe so. So we got super mutants and some Mirelurks. I don't think I could take them at this level. I'm willing to try. Let's see what happens. How about that? Time to be a super stealthy assassin. Super stealthy. Let's try Big Jim. I know it does less damage, but I want to see if that kneecapper thing is worth it. Oh dear.
Someone there.
Not really. I'm done. Well, we tried. I need to stick to raiders and ghouls. Raiders and ghouls. Do you have Blitz? Yes, I do have Blitz, and I do like Blitz. Go check out the overpasses? Alright, alright. I'll head on over to this overpass up here, see what I can get into. I wonder if I can climb up there. I don't see this thing coming down anywhere. I bet you I could go to Lexington. What's this? Why do I not have memory of this? Oh, is this that little town that's half submerged? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is sad. Yeah, I remember. I should do a video on this. This is the story of, that couple that agreed to meet each other here on this rooftop over here. How do I get up there? I've got to find like a little, there's a ramp over here somewhere. There we go. The couple built these defenses. And this is their garden. They've got all of this mutated fern. They planted this. Oh, incidental music. What does that mean? I want to get over there. How do I get over there? Ah, the fallen tree. There we go. What? Oh, hey. What is this? Blitz? What's going on? Well, I think we found a glitch in the Matrix there, ladies and gentlemen. I meleeed that ghoul down from way over here. And now I don't know where the body is. Where did the corpse go? I hear something. Yeah, it just walked right by me. Did you see that? He walked right by me. There's another one around here somewhere. I feel like I'm being hunted. Ooh. Ammunition.
Nice.
All right. I want to get back up on the rooftop because you see the gas coming out of that pipe? Ooh, if I were to discharge a firearm there, that would be bad. They're all over the place. These ghouls, man. And this is the sad story. See that big puddle of blood? We've got 2 sleeping bags, some caps, and listen to Sheila's holotape. Here, before I play Sheila's holotape, let's turn the effects up because that affects the audio level of the holotape. Here's the sad story.
Listen, Dale. I don't know what's taking you so long, but you were supposed to meet me here 3 days ago. I'm out of supplies, and I'm gonna have to make a run. I can see why that Solomon guy is willing to pay so much for these ferns, cause let me tell ya, getting walkways set up here has been a real pain in my ass. Wait for me to get back before you take the first load to Diamond City. I've got a couple of things I want.
Hey, Sheila! That you up there? The walkways look great, but how do I get up there?
There you are. Took your sweet time, Dale. Head over a block, there's... Oh, shit! Barrels! Dale, look out!
But we learn that Solomon is willing to buy ferns. So let's get all these mutated ferns. We can get some caps out of Solomon. Well, these ferals killed the poor ghoul couple, Dale and Sheila. Let's see if we can kill the rest of those ghouls and get some more of those mutated ferns. I love Blitz. One shot. There's one right over there. See that? Save. Save. I don't know if hiding in the bushes helps or not, honestly. Here he comes. Nope. I'm gonna leap across the rooftop. Got him. And my cover is not blown. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good with my super sneaky stealth character, eh? When it comes to ghouls, I can handle ghouls. More ferns. Looks like some chems over here. I've got a vertebrate outside my window, ladies and gents. If it's in my neighborhood, it means they're looking for someone dastardly. I just hope there's no glowing one. I hope there is no glowing one. Oh! Let's go get him. Ah! Woo! Right in the face. And I think that's all of them. I'm not going to stand up. Whoop! Nope, that's not all of them. Where's the other one? Directly beneath me. There's another one. Oh man, there are so many. I can't leap down? Is that the way this works? This is my first melee character, so I'm still learning. I should be able to get him from here. I'm gonna have to jump down. There we go. One more, right? Yep, right there he is. Let's see if we can go around. Nope. Yeah, we can. Right through here. Nope. Nope. Oh, we can't. Oh, there's one up there. There we go. Ah! They're everywhere. Just hide in this irradiated water. How about that? Ooh, they picked the perfect song. I gotta find a way back up there. Where's the ramp entrance? There are a couple of them, aren't there? Is there one around here? Yes. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Where's that ghoul, man? Come on, man. Where's the ghoul, man? There he is. There's one. Is that the last one? Shall I break my cover by opening fire? Two. Oh, where do they keep coming from? I've killed, what, half a dozen? I'm glad I didn't open fire. If I did, they would have all swarmed me. Or is that the same one? I can't tell. I walk to him, he walks to me. I walk back to him, he walks back to me. Golly gumdrops. Right in the kisser. All right. Was that one more I saw on the roof somewhere? There we go. I think that's it. In fact, I'm so sure I'm going to get out of stealth. Okay. Any more mutated fern? I didn't realize I could sell these to Solomon in Diamond City. Let's see how much we can get for them. What does he make with mutated fern? Probably some sort of chem, right? Yep. Oh no, there's another one. Home run. Great. Let's go sell our mutated fern, see how much we get. You cannot fast travel when enemies are nearby? Seriously? At this point, I don't even care if I get caught. I just want to kill the final enemy. Hello? Where's the final enemy? Can't you see me? There he is. Ah! I'm right here. Come get me. Oh wow, I do significantly more damage when I'm stealthed. Because I get that surprise 4 times damage bonus. How many of these guys are there? I feel like I've killed a dozen at least. There's another one. Do they just keep coming? Look at that. He's crawling up out of the water. I think they just keep coming, guys. Golly. All right, there's one on the roof. Let's go get the guy on the roof. I'm gonna do this for an hour. I'm gonna pick them off one by one. There's another one over here. Yep. Wow, attacking from stealth does significantly more damage. Okay, surely that's the last one. Think so. Is this a never-ending source of experience? Okay, it looks like I can fast travel now. Get more of that mutated fern. Go talk to Solomon. I'm curious. I wonder how much I can get for this stuff. Okay. Diamond City. I'm at a loss. I can't fast travel out of here. I've killed so many ghouls, I just don't even know. You saw one here, didn't you? I saw one right... I saw one here. What is going on? Let's go make some noise. There we go. Any more? Nope. Okay. There we go. Alright, Solomon, where are you, buddy? You heavy guy. Oh, now I gotta wait for daytime. Let's wait for daytime. Sit on down and take a nap. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go to 10. Oxhorn, your rads are getting high. Well, there is a way to fix that. Let's relight the cigar first. As long as I don't set my mustache on fire.
Care cares about you, all your medicinal needs.
Hey, Solomon.
Hey,
You look like you need a prescription filled. Something to settle your nerves, let you chill.
looking for a job, if you've got one.
Yeah, I got something. Looking for a mutated fern if you find any. I hear some grows out near Forest Grove Marsh. Natural radiation sucker. Be great for cooking rat X or rat away.
There you go. Oh, my charisma's really low.
Sweeten the deal with some money, and I might be interested.
You strong-arming me? That ain't cool. 100 caps, that's all you get.
That ain't cool, man.
Actually, I think I have something already.
Well, all right. Here's your payment. This plant's gonna be great to cook with.
Sweet. I got Buff Out, Psycho, Jet, and how many caps for my mutated fern? Just 100? Did he take all my mutated fern?
Hey, Solomon.
Thanks again for the fern. Plants like that are hard to come by. Now, you here to pick up some chems? Hey, it's the fern collector. Thanks again. You buying?
Got any work?
You reconsider getting that mutated fern for me?
Actually, I think I have something already.
Well, all right. Here's your payment.
100 caps for each mutated fern? Wait a minute. I have 18 mutated fern. Let's try this again.
Solomon.
Prescription's filled right here. Anything you need.
Got any work?
You reconsider getting that mutated fern for me?
Actually, I think I have something already.
Well, all right. Here's your payment. This plant's gonna be great to cook with.
And then nothing happens. And I still have 18 mutated fern. I am confuzzled.
Hey, who wants to look beautiful? Hairstyles from across the Commonwealth.
Well, let's go back out there, because I wanted to check out that overpass, remember? Where was it? There it was. Oh. And my cigar's gone. That's okay. I'll wait to relight another one. Alright, now, I believe I can get to this overpass here. As long as I don't die. But first, let us explore. Ooh, what is this? Free experience for the needy, thank you. Ah. I shall take that drugs. Oh, look at this poor chap. Died in front of the tube. As so many in real life have. What is in this? Oh! Looks like it was the trailer's previous occupant. Alright, let's get to that overpass. As long as it's not gunners, I should be okay. Do you think I could take a gunner at my level? Oxhorn, fix your rads. Alright, alright. Some sort of fire going on up here. Let's stay hidden just in case. What is this? Oh, is this the... Yeah, so there should be an elevator that brings me up. Oh dear, I think I'm dealing with gunners. Oh, I'm dealing with gunners. Well, let's see what happens, huh?
Get some!
Why are they telling me to get some? Why does it say danger? Wow, I think I got too close. Guess I need to find another way around. Maybe if I climb up here. These are the guys that were harassing McCready? Is that right? That's right. Well, if I die, I die, and we switch to Overwatch. If I live... I live. Who are they shooting at? Three of them, though. Don't know if I can take three. Is there a way to get up there from this level? Probably not. Yeah, I'd have to go all the way around or that way, but there's a big gap. Let's see if I can sneak around. No, I can't. There's a big gap. Wait. Think I can jump that? Oh, no. Oh! Now, I might be able to jump this. Let's try it. Oh, what? I had full life too. One laser blast to the gut and I'm done. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we played Fallout. We had a good show. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and then I'll switch to Overwatch. Those of you who want to join me on Overwatch, head on over to Twitch. I tend to do a broadcast of Overwatch on Twitch. So, thanks for joining me for Scotch and Smoke Rings episode 390. We sure had a lot of fun. Be sure to tune in next week, same Ox time, same Ox channel, for episode 391. I've got a new video scheduled for tomorrow morning. It's all about the Cabot House. It is full and in-depth. I left no rock unturned, no corner unturned, no rock undiscovered. I don't English. But it should be amazing, so I hope you guys like it. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, you guys stay classy.